Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better, I Swear podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Mark with the mic.
What is going on, everybody?
I'll tell you what's not going on, Mark. I'm not getting one of those PS2, PS5s. Damn it.
No, it's a third
Damn it.
party. Isn't it a third party
No,
company making
they
it?
officially made some PS3s, very limited quantity, but it's an official affiliate, I believe it is. It's not
Okay.
like, oh, this is Sony, but it's an official affiliate. A Super 5, I believe it's called.
Okay.
So you won't get scammed if you try to buy it from them, basically. But that being said, they only made 500, and they were gone as soon as they hit that it's live button. So,
Yeah.
but they are saying they want to do more,
Okay. So
which is
hopefully,
weird
I
for a
like the
limited
color.
edition thing. Yeah, it's awesome. Listen, Mark, if that was the first one, I'd have been one of the people to pre-order because I love how that looks.
The white grew on me.
It did?
Yeah,
Okay.
it grew on me. It looks like a stormtrooper. I kept it.
Damn. All right.
The white grew on me. Like honestly, I think the one that will change my when the big Spider-Man 2 game comes out and they do a special system, that'll probably be the one I'll go get.
Yes. The only bad thing is you will pay a premium if you not. I don't mean the scalpers premium. They are $100, I believe, after tax more. So no,
$200 more
after tax. So $750 and $650 instead
fuck
of
that.
400. And because 400 translates to what, 5 something after tax, and 500 translates to roughly 600 something after tax.
Yeah, no, thank you. I'm not ready to change my system yet.
But I would just say, if Sony had gone ahead in the beginning and was like, "Yo, you know what? We got multiple colors, and one of them is PS2," dude, I would have been there.
I feel like they should have did that with the disc and no disc. Like the disc one, make it look like a PS2, and then the digital one just be white.
See, Mark, somebody should have hired you on the Sony marketing team.
It's just like give people options instead of having just the white console, because a lot of people just didn't want a white console because it's white. Like white collects dust and dirt and all that shit.
Yeah, dirt, definitely.
But so far, it hasn't been bad for me. Like honestly, I have it sideways too. I don't have it standing up.
Okay.
Because
I did see an article that made me laugh. I didn't read it, but the headline made me laugh. It was, "I have my PS5 upside down and it didn't explode."
Okay.
I just read that. I was like, well, okay.
Good for you.
If that's what you want to do, and that's the outcome you expected, all right, whatever. But hey, at least it still works, right?
I'm not going to do anything that's going to make something explode. I'm sorry.
No.
Not even for science purposes. Unless you're paying me.
Wait, Merc, so you mean tell me you never did Mentos and Pepsi or whatever it was?
I have in science class.
Oh, man, I see. Because of the time, I was already out of school. I was born as an adult when that happened.
Yeah.
But the only thing even close was the old school, was it like vinegar and baking soda for the volcano?
Yeah.
With some like red food coloring or something like that. Be like, oh yeah, it's a volcano. Look.
Yeah.
And what was it, like the potato that with the electricity or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it.
Cool.
I mean, we did nothing cool like Mentos and soda.
We did the Mentos. We did it at an outdoor thing.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Did anybody get hurt?
No.
Damn.
No.
I mean,
I got hurt.
Good. I don't know why I said damn. Speaking of hurt, I know you like The Witcher.
Yeah.
And I like The Witcher show. I haven't played the games as much.
Games are good.
But unfortunately, the star of the show, Henry Cavill, a.k.a. Superman, what was it, 20 what?
2012? No, not 2012. That's right. Man of Steel. There you go.
Yeah, I know he's Man of Steel, but I'm just trying to remember, what year was that?
I don't know.
It was before the Snyderverse, anyway. Yeah, so he got hurt on the set of the filming The Witcher.
2013.
2013. All right, not far off. and he had an injury. Apparently, his hamstring or something like that. I don't know exactly what it was, but good news is he's doing all right. He's
Yep.
up and about. So we will get some Witcher goodness whenever he's feeling better, which hopefully is soon.
Yep.
My question to you, Mark, is did you like the show?
I did like the show a lot. I thought they did a good job of telling the first. I think it was the first book it was based on.
Okay.
So if you honestly, if you don't have no clue what the books are, I think they did a good job in kind of telling you the story in a shorter time than the book because the books are fucking long. But it was good. It was really fun, and I thought I thought he did the character very well.
Yeah, from what I saw, I didn't finish it. I'm probably like maybe 3 episodes because it's not that long.
Yeah.
But I did see most of the episodes. They That's a really well done show.
Yeah, it's really well
I'll put
done.
that out there. It was a really well done show, and from what I know, it did stick really close to the source material, which is why so many fans love it. And of course, there's the toss the coin to your Witcher.
Yeah.
Man, it's amazing how that was like the biggest thing in the world, and
Yeah.
then now it's like, damn, you remember that song from The Witcher?
Yeah.
Oh, that was good times, man, because people
good
was able to
times.
go outside and do stuff.
Exactly. Wrestling shows were fully live and had people there. So yeah, and it's funny because when I watched that show, that's what got me to play Witcher 3.
Really, I didn't know the show got made.
So
you
I
play.
I was like, you know what? Like after watching the show, I got like hyped into it, and I was like, you know what? Let me go pick up. And I think it was like $12 for both DLCs in the game on the PS PlayStation Store.
Yeah.
So I just downloaded it. I was like, fuck it, let me play it. Let me actually get into it because last time when I played it, I barely got into it, and then I kind of lost track. So this time I went fully forced into it, and I loved it. I loved the game. The game was really good, very long, but very good.
Okay. Yeah.
And this is what also gave my gave my trust to Cyberpunk is the fact that how good Witcher was. Even though I know in the beginning of Witcher they had its problems, but it wasn't even close to what they're doing with the Cyberpunk game. But like, cause Witcher had its problems, its glitch problems and things like that. But then again, also it's kind of like Skyrim in a way that they're fun glitches. They're not like game breaking glitches. They may have had one like save port one that was really early on, but it got fixed really, really fast.
Yeah. I mean, I can't wait for somebody to put Macho Man in Cyberpunk like they did in Skyrim.
It's gonna be someone's penis. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean that has to be one of the funniest like memes of last year is just the Cyberpunk just playing the game. I love because I do. It is one of my guilty pleasures to watch people stream the game.
Yeah.
But it's so much fun just when they're playing and they're like, wait, why does my character have no clothes on? Because that's one of the glitches that's still a problem.
Yeah.
Is that in cutscenes, well, the cutscenes are in engine. So when a cutscene is in engine, it's not just playing a movie. It's your character.
Yeah.
In this game and in world, and they see their arms and they're like, wait, but I had a jacket on. And then they look, and then when they regain control, they look down and they see the little underwear that they put on for the nudity filter.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh my God, that's so funny. But before people were putting on the nudity filter, oh yeah, there was dong hanging and swinging.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious. Anyway, we were talking about it before the show started. And I was telling you how much, because of Monster Hunter Rise, which just got demo over this past weekend, I was telling you that I'm really want there to be a Switch Pro.
Yeah.
And you were telling me you saw some rumors that would be more clarified.
I listened to this. I listened to one video game podcast this is my video game podcast I listen to because I can't listen to every single one of them. So I listen to Kind of Funny Games. I think they do a good job just giving the gist of the world of video games, and they're fun characters and they're funny guys that do the cast. And Gary Whitta is one of the people, and he wrote Rogue One, so I like him.
He wrote the Book of Eli, and I know Jinkies likes that movie.
And he wrote Rogue One.
Well, he's got my vote for being the best Star Wars writer.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
that's my favorite one.
Yeah. So yeah. So he's on the cast a lot too, and they were talking about the Switch Switch Pro that there's more rumors going into it that is actually coming alive because they just redid the platinum for the light in the current game, but they also added a 4K element to it. So I wonder how they're gonna do it. If it's gonna be more like a regular Switch, just more updated. I think that's gonna be the choice. Like, if you're playing on your screen, then you could go 4K, but I don't think it's gonna go that high res as a portable.
So here's the thing. Okay, the article is not exactly that. It's about data mining. So somebody apparently data mined it.
Yeah,
I don't know how to pronounce the name. Cersei's Ceres M,
yeah,
right? Capital M at the end. So what they said, the latest Nintendo firmware update contains mention of an upgraded Switch console, codenamed Aula, AULA.
yeah,
Um, and the one thing that the headline mentioned is that for the portable part, the Switch itself, the unit, I guess it could achieve the 4K with an OLED screen.
yeah,
So they're saying it might have an OLED screen, which that's possible if they're going to do 4K on the screen.
yeah,
I mean, on the handheld. So could be. It's everything is pointing more and more to like this thing being real now.
yeah. So there's little things here and there, and that person that site they the ones that did the same thing with the light, and then
Okay.
it can be coming true. So basically, they have a good track record of actually things that they're talking about coming true.
All right. All right. So
So
yeah, I mean, fingers crossed.
Nintendo just has a thing of denying shit until they're ready to
Yes.
announce it.
Yes.
Like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking. Okay, we got a light now. Like,
Exactly.
I said that 2 weeks ago, but we didn't see it.
Yeah. True enough. True enough.
Yeah. So
Um. I mean, listen, dude. That's what I want.
yeah,
It's not that I dislike the current Switch. It's just that at the time of the Switch being out, I was into whatever else was coming out on the consoles I had, PS4, and it was just that was it, all in, right? Um, and to be honest, the only thing that really, really grabbed me, that even to this day that I really want to play that's a Switch exclusive, is just Legend of Zelda.
yeah,
That's just for me. I'm not saying anything is bad. I'm not saying any of the other exclusives are bad games or anything, but for my taste,
yeah,
that Legend of Zelda game is like the one thing I want to get, right?
yeah,
But I waited a long time. I was gonna buy the Wii U version, right? Because
yeah,
I have a Wii U. But then you hear about performance issues. It's not the best. And then you hear like even the Switch one, it's like it's not bad, but it's like it could be better.
yeah,
And then hearing the rumors about this for like last year, and being like, okay, I'm not gonna buy one. I'm just gonna wait.
yeah,
And there's no price drop. There was no price drop anyway. So it's like there's no reason to rush.
yeah,
So since the rumors have started picking up steam, I've been more and more excited and hoping that it's true, that it's going to be a real thing. So to see more and more like people and different sources coming and saying like, hey man, this might be a real thing.
yeah,
Like, all right, now I'm excited.
yeah,
Not even for the 4K, although I was just telling you about me looking at
More and more
CES, which is
excited.
happening soon, and there being new gaming monitors that are 4K
yeah,
and up. But that's not what has me excited. It's always the performance. That's the
yeah,
one thing I really, really like. It's like gameplay over anything for me, right?
yeah,
Like, yes, it could be clear, but listen, dude, to be honest, between you and me, I can still play on a 720 screen.
yeah,
I'm just saying, if the games are 60 frames and it's flawless and it's the loading is fast, hey, you give me 720, I ain't gonna be mad.
yeah,
But if you're trying to tell me it's gonna be do all that stuff and 4K, hey man, I'm in. So,
That sounds good.
would you buy an upgraded Switch?
I think I'll update my home console one. Yes,
Okay, okay.
but I do like the light because the light is light. Like, it's
Mhm.
easier on the hands and things like that, especially if you're playing for long periods of time. I'm happy with the light that I have, but I wouldn't mind something that I could play on the on the big screen, because I was never encouraged to play my regular Switch on the big screen because it was not really that high res and shit. So I
Yeah.
was like, I'll just use it in the console. But if you have a full 4K and I get to play Mario Odyssey in full 4K, I'm definitely gonna try it.
All right. All right. So we both sold. Now make
Yeah,
it real, Nintendo.
yeah, make it
Do it.
real,
Do
make
it.
it real. Fix the controllers.
Okay. I'll ask you about the controls because I saw something that piqued my interest. Have you played with the new ergonomical uh Joy-Cons?
The
Like
Joy
it's
Cons?
advertised as that. It's called the ergonomical Joy-Cons. I
No,
don't
I
know if
have
it's
not.
third party, but I saw them advertised recently on sale.
No, I have not.
Um,
The closest thing I played with is the Pro Controller. So that's usually how I do play my Switch. If I'm home, is with the
mhm,
Pro
mhm.
Controller. If not, the light, I just use the buttons on the light.
The light is just its own thing unto
Yeah,
itself.
yeah.
So
So the Joy Cons and anything like that, I haven't touched because I've been using the light.
okay, so here's a question. Since I know you've had more than just the Switch as
Yeah.
a handheld console, in your opinion, what's the best feeling handheld console you've had?
Uh, the light is pretty nice. It's pretty
Okay,
nice. It's good with the hands. It's light. It's light enough that you don't feel weight on your hand.
that's important. Yeah.
The Switch is not bad. They have these back grips. If you buy those back grips, it makes the console feel a lot more comfortable. But you
Okay.
holding it without the grips, like it puts weight on your hand after a while, and it gets hurt. It hurts after a while. I don't honestly will say, damn, the Advance.
Really? All right. All
I
right.
like the
Wait, which
feel of the
one? The
Advance,
original
the
or
original
like
game,
the SP
the
or
original one.
the original one?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
because it was
Uh,
wide, but also comfortable.
yeah.
I didn't like the
I
PSP that much.
No, it hurt my hand after a while. I will give props to the second revision.
Okay.
So PSP went through some revisions. There was obviously PSP Fat, the original.
Yeah.
It was the second one, which was it was still big, but that was the one when they changed the battery.
Yeah.
And then there was the one I think when Assassin's Creed came out for handheld, they did a whole brand new line of switches that came in. I mean, not switches of PSPs that came in like seven different colors and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember them. They had kind of like a plasticky feel to them because they almost felt like they were too light to be like a real handheld console,
Yeah.
but they were really light.
Okay.
I would say that's probably like for like extended play. That was probably like the best because that was the one that had the little nub. So it was
Yeah.
like, yeah, we got an analog stick kind of, but I always do regret not buying a Vita.
Yeah.
Not just because I wanted to play it, it's just because I knew I don't want to be like Debbie Downer on it, but Sony's never really been a winner in the handheld market. Yes, it's held its own for a while.
Yeah.
Like PSP lived for a while, but it couldn't hold a candle to Nintendo. No matter how like in quote unquote inferior the graphics were,
Yeah.
Nintendo just had the market on that corner, right?
Yeah.
Same thing with the Vita. The Vita got hit in the head with a hammer. It was just Mario waiting outside. Ho, I got you.
Yeah.
It's just like bam, DOA. Like the Vita pretty much died like almost an instant death.
Yeah.
It's not good.
And it had
But
potential. That one had a lot of potential. If they did it right, it had a lot of potential, especially with the crossplay. Like I remember one of the biggest things with the Vita was the baseball game, and that you could continue your season on the Vita.
oh, okay.
Well, that was something that I was like, all right, that actually really is cool. But then again, nothing else followed that.
Okay, I will tell you one thing that I did, but it's one of the worst things to put on a handheld. There's a bunch of fighting games that did. Capcom was an early adopter of the crossplay. I
Yeah,
believe
because
there was a version.
Capcom
There
3
was a
came out
version
on
of
there.
Cross Tekken.
Okay.
I think there was a portable version of Cross Tekken. I might be mistaken about that, but I do know for a fact because one of my good friends has the game. There was a really good port of Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on there,
Yes.
which surprised the hell out of me.
Yeah, that was the first game that was at launch. It was a launching game.
and that was a game that had the cross back and forth, because in that game you could technically unlock some of the characters
Yeah,
and stuff, so you could go back and forth with your game. And it was like, oh, that's really cool, but it just didn't live long enough to see its full potential.
yeah,
I do hear that that's probably the best system for homebrew, though.
yeah,
I hear a lot of people say, yeah, the Vita is like the best homebrew handheld out there. Like,
yeah,
I know there's ones you could buy specifically made to play homebrew games. I get that, but like they say, the Vita is just like it's top tier. And
yeah,
like for that alone, I'm a little sad, because I know now they're expensive,
yeah.
especially a brand new one. Yeah,
Yeah,
nah.
they're a little pricey now.
Hmm.
But yeah, the Vita was I think was under. I remember getting one for free when I was a store manager in GameStop, because we went to one of the Sony conference and they gave us all the managers like two Vitas for free. So I gave one to the whoever had the top sales, and then I kept one.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So how did you remember, like, roughly how your time was with it, or
I
did you
liked
not?
it. I liked it. Again, I felt like it had potential, but there was nothing really keeping me on the system.
Yeah.
All the games were short. There was nothing that had like extensional like time that you had to spend on it, like a Legend of Zelda, like a Mario game. There's nothing like that. So basically, it was just a lot of the games that you probably finish in like 2 days, and then you're going to the next game.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
But it had potential. I think it had potential. If it honestly, I see if the Vita would have came out when the PS4 came out, I think it would have shined more, because
Mhm.
the PS3 and the Vita, it was like I think the Vita was a little too advanced for the PS3,
Mhm.
but I think the PS4 it was like just right with it.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
if they would have had that come out when the PS4 came out, I think a lot of that cross-platform and a lot of that cross-play would have been more integrated, and it would have been a bit more smoother.
It had some titles. I'm not sure. I think there was a Killzone or something like that. That
Yeah,
was a big deal.
yeah,
That's like the one thing I remember from PS4 to Vita.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, it was too little, too late, and
yeah,
not enough support. Like, it died a horrible
yeah,
death. People just pulled out, and they
yeah.
did. Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of I feel like the Vita should have like really pushed into the sport games and having that cross platform from system to handheld, as in
Yeah.
like if I'm playing NBA, that should have been on there. Madden should have been on there, and a lot of games like that. Just the fact that the continuation of a season that will get someone to buy a system.
Speaking of just in current events, because I mentioned Monster Hunter Rise. If the Vita had a brand new Monster Hunter title that was crossplay,
Yeah,
that would have been big.
yeah,
But it died before World came out, because that was the thing that a lot of people were banking on,
yeah,
was that there was going to be a Monster Hunter, because that's what kept the PSP alive in Japan.
yeah,
That's what made it the number one seller in Japan. Like,
yeah,
that's the odd, like, bit of trivia about it, was that the PSP was killing everything
yeah,
in Japan because of Monster Hunter.
yeah,
Number one selling system. Just because of that game. Whenever a new Monster Hunter came out, boom, number one.
yeah,
But that there was too long of a period between the end of the PS3 and Monster Hunter World. Like, that was like 5, 6 years or something. That was
yeah,
a long time, dude.
yeah. Like
Uh,
again, like what I said, I think because the PSP, the Vita came out the end of during like the last 2 years of the PS3
mhm,
into
mhm.
the PS4.
Yeah.
So it came out a little too early for the PS4, but a little too late for the PS3. It should have came
Yeah.
out maybe a year after the PS4, and I think it probably would have still life if they would have did it like that.
Yeah. 100%.
Because that's
100%.
that's when you started seeing potential, but no one was really eating at it anymore.
Yeah. And then they had some funky data plans for it. Like, they wanted you to pay for stuff. I'm like, nobody wants to pay to play
Yeah,
a
they
video
had like
game.
a AT&T service. Like you could get one
Yeah.
with AT&T service, so you always
Like,
have
why you want
internet.
AT&T? Why you ain't do T-Mobile at the time? Like,
Yeah,
it just seemed out of touch.
yeah,
Like, they were trying to keep up with iPhones, and it's like, you can't do that.
yeah,
Nobody can do that. You gotta do your own thing.
yeah. Because honestly, if you go to the handheld game market, iPhone could still not touch Nintendo with the
You're
sales in
right.
that sense.
You're right.
Nintendo still owns that handheld market. To this day, they still own the handheld market with
You
the
gotta do
Switch.
your own. your own storefront, your own thing, your own service. Like that's kind of how you got to do it.
Yeah. So yeah, I think. I think the PSP, like the Vita, kind of died out because of that. It came out too early or too late. It came out like too early for the PS4, too late for the PS3
I agree.
to really use those features. And again, like the crossplay, like honestly, I think if you would have adapted to a lot more sports games with that, I think you would have that your system would have lived a little longer. But it was only baseball.
Okay, Mark, I'm about to send you a picture in the chat. So in the Hangouts chat, I want you to tell me what you think about this because I saw this last week,
I saw
and
that.
yeah, you know what that is. I
It's
didn't
like,
know exactly what that was, and I was just like, "What the hell is this?" And then I saw the picture. There's other pictures showing the guy using it in different
yeah, like he was
positions.
on a he was on a fucking he was on like he it was on his desk and his head was
Yes.
inside it. I was like, who the fuck
So
sleeps like that?
so what I'm talking
Not
about
Japanese
is
people.
that Nintendo, well, the Pokemon company,
Yeah,
put out a Gengar giant plush, which it it doubles not just as a plush,
yeah,
but also as a like mini bed
yeah,
because it's supposed to be a pillow.
yeah,
But you can put your head completely inside of Gengar's mouth. So if you don't know
yeah. It looks like he
what's
just has his
Pokemon,
tongue out. Yeah,
it's like a little hedgehog. But it's hilarious. It has a giant tongue and red eyes, and the picture is a Japanese man just laying on the thing's tongue with his head completely inside of this monster's mouth. It's hilarious. Is it $250 hilarious? I don't know, but apparently it sold out an hour after it went live.
like
So,
damn, you couldn't get your hands on it.
but it was 2020, and you know what? If you see the rest of the pictures in the gallery, it looks like it was made for the state of the world at that time.
Yeah.
Dude was just head on desk, head in mouth. I'm done. Like it's hilarious.
I
It's
don't know,
hilarious.
man. It looks weird. It's cool though. Whatever. You dig what you dig. You pre-order what you pre-order. You don't pre-order weird shit.
Oh
It's
man.
2020. What the
Hey
fuck?
man,
Why
it's not a
not?
body pillow. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Why not? Why not?
Oh shit.
But it was. It looked cool.
It looks funny.
Would I buy one? No. But
Not for 250. I'd buy one if it was like $50 or something. You
yeah,
know,
if it was like $50, the max I think would be $50. The
'cause that's.
max.
I mean, granted, it's pretty big.
Yeah.
It's man size, so
Yeah.
this dude's just laid out.
I know
That's the
just the one on the desk is just that's the one that bothers me. It was like, well, who the
yeah.
fuck sleeps like that? Like, do you actually fucking sleep like that on your desk?
Wait, so Mark, you never seen those pictures of the pillow that you put your hands in and your head inside of?
No.
Wow. Okay, I gotta find that. So if you have any, you got these stories for the week. Let me. I'm gonna find that picture.
So, my little thing is, NECA is coming out with more cartoon turtles. I sent this picture to Mike because I wanted him to show my bane of my existence is these figures because now I want to complete the set. Before I was skeptical and not really wanting the cartoon turtles, but then Tommy found Crane for me, and I was like, fuck, I need to get the rest of
Nice.
these. And then I
Nice.
got Bebop and Rocksteady.
Is that the same Krang that I heard about on the Major Figure Wrestling podcast?
Yeah, the one with the baby shredder. Yes.
Wow. Okay. Cool. Cool. Cool.
Yeah,
Because
so
they
he
make
found
that
it.
sound amazing. They make
Yeah.
it sound amazing.
It is amazing. It's really detailed, really good. We should be actually getting our camera sometime later this week. So when Tommy comes to do the Morphin Cast this week, we probably do some unboxings and actually do like some recordings with that and just fuck around with the camera and stuff. So we may have some
Nice.
unboxings on the YouTube channel soon. So
Nice.
stay tuned for that. But that one surprised me. Like it's pretty big. It's about the size of Super Shredder. Um, it has very little like crazy details. So if you actually remember the cartoon episode, like Krang came out the shower and he had like
That's what,
a
yeah, that's what
bonnet on
that's
his
they
head.
mentioned.
Yeah. So they have all that, and I thought that
That's
was cool.
that's so great. Because I remember he said it was like a one-off thing.
Yeah.
That's that's so silly. I love that. I'm trying to find a picture of that. I sent you the picture of the pillow, the
Yeah.
original pillow.
Yeah.
So if you can you see what it looks like?
I'm looking at it right now.
So like
Okay.
that's the inspiration.
It looks
But
like a nose.
yeah, but you see like the hands go inside and the head is inside.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I still don't get the dude kneeling on the floor and sleeping on the desk.
Yo, that's a bit much. You're
that's
right.
that's what I don't like. What the why? But other than that, like I guess like in Japan they sleep differently. I don't fucking know. So I ain't gonna judge the guy for
You got to
wanting to
get your
get some
40
shut
winks in at
eyes.
your desk, man.
Exactly. You gotta get your sleep in. So I'm not gonna judge the dude for that. But um
I see the original picture. I don't see the picture of the figure though, but I see the picture of the Krang drenched with the towel around his waist. Oh my god, that's so stupid.
yeah. So
So who has the who's selling the figure? You said NECA?
NECA, yeah, NECA. So I got the crane one. I was very happy with it, and I actually thought it was really cool. So now I kind of want to finish the set. I'm not missing a lot. I got the turtles. I got Shredder. I got Shredder. I got the original Crane. I got some of the foot soldiers. So the ones I'm missing are Casey Jones, and he came with a foot soldier, like a kind of a broken foot soldier, like a battle rage foot soldier. I'm
Mm-hmm.
missing April O'Neil. She also came with a foot soldier. Um, I'm missing Leatherhead and Slash, and
Okay.
then
Okay.
Metalhead. I have a Metalhead. Actually, I have like I pre-ordered it, so NECA is supposed to send me it sometime next month. And then I have Bebop and Rocksteady, which I got in, and and then there's other ones coming out little by little. Oh, Spencer and Baxter Stockman been seen in stores, so I need that one. But I'm skeptical because to keep collecting these. But then I'm like, there's some that I want, so which I send you the picture of it, which is Mondo Gecko.
Mm-hmm.
He's like one of my honestly Mondo Gecko was probably one of my favorite toys. That's why I kind of want
Okay.
him. Mondo Gecko, Chrome Dome, which is kind of a later season character. He doesn't come into late in the season. You have the frogs, the frogs which are featured in season 2. If you actually listen to Shell Shock, the new podcast that we just did, we talk about the frogs. That Shredder tried to manipulate them to fight on his side. He named them after the like evil dictators like Napoleon and Genghis Khan and some other people. Anyway,
Okay. Cool.
so they're getting a figure as well, and who else?
Oh damn! If you hit the link for TMNT Krang, Mondo Gecko's actually at the top of the list. So I
Yeah,
see him. Yeah.
Mondo Gecko's pretty dope up there. I like that figure a lot.
Yeah.
And then he's supposed to come with this little splinter looking turtle that he was trained by.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's cool. But yeah. So yeah, NECA's the bane of my existence is making more cartoon figures that are taking all my money. Simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so I'm actually looking forward to the other ones that are coming out. They do have Rat King coming out with Vernon, and some other ones as well. So there's a lot of stuff coming out for that.
Got you. Got you.
The movie ones they're almost done with. I think the movie ones they're Muckman. Muckman was the other one.
Muckman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their version of Toxic Crusader. And
Okay.
Swamp Thing.
Cool.
And Swamp Thing mixed together, I guess. Chrome Dome is gonna be a big one. Chrome Dome is gonna be like the crane size.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is he supposed to be that big?
In the cartoon, yes, but in the original figure, no. Like he was small.
Okay.
He was like the size of everyone else. But he kind of looked like Shredder. He was just a big metal thing.
Yeah.
He came in
I
like
remember.
season 6 or 7 or something like that.
Is he in it? Is he in any of the games?
Chrome Dome. I think he's in the Manhattan Projects.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I think he's in that.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just thinking about that. Yeah. You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
the Triceratops are not, and they're on the cover, but he's in it.
So that's False advertising.
It
Shame
is.
on you.
It is. I've been saying this for years. But yeah, they have a lot of cool stuff coming out, and it's making my wallet hurt. But I'm gonna take my time collecting them because I'm not in a rush to have everything, and then also I'm deciding to maybe move in a couple of years, so I would like to get my own like space and room for all my shit. So that's when I'll really like, all right, I want the whole set now.
Wow. So I'm looking at the so okay, on Toy Arc, which is a pretty good
Yeah,
website.
yeah,
Um, they have the entire site you just mentioned, right?
yeah,
And you have the comments and whatnot. And it's funny to see some people, because again, this goes back to the Major Wrestling Figure podcast,
yeah.
that people are saying, yeah, they're just sitting in my Target. There's one guy that says that, oh yeah, there's about 4 each of these is sitting on the shelves, collecting dust.
Sad
4 of
thing,
each.
yeah. Sad
Like,
thing is, there are some that go hot, and there's some that don't. And then depending on where you're at, depending on your target, some places to get it, some places don't.
yeah.
Like like right now, I have Tommy searching for the Splinter and Baxter for me.
Okay.
That's the one I
Okay.
want. I know it's in stores, but like he has better luck because he has maybe 4 different targets near him
Mm-hmm.
than
Mm-hmm.
I do. I have one that's a mini store, and then I have the one in Harlem, which barely has anything.
Yeah.
So those are the 2 I have to work with. Then so he usually finds them. He's the one that usually finds them. I'll just send I send him the money and like that. He also
Yeah.
found the Trag and Slag one, and I didn't want them at the time. So now if he finds them again, I might have to get them. But for
I
now,
would. Damn, the turtles look good.
yeah,
Casey Jones looks cool.
yeah,
Abel looks awesome. Splinter cool. I like that there's a Vernon. I like Metalhead.
yeah. I
I
have him.
really like Metalhead.
I have him. He's a deluxe one too, so he has
He
more
is.
details to it. He's only
Yeah,
like
he
$30
looks
though. $30 is
he
not
looks
bad.
cool.
Yeah, he looks
And
cool.
then
The
they
crane
have
looks
the
great.
yeah. Then they have, if you hit the link, they actually have the bigger picture, so you can see the chrome dome and the scale, and like,
Yeah,
yeah, he's really big.
yeah,
Um, and then you see all the bad guys. I see Leatherhead down there,
yeah,
Granitor down there, and then Trag. Yeah, yeah. Slash right next to them. It's just, yeah, it looks awesome. It's pretty
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I would want a Rat King. That's what I want.
Yeah, he's a
Give
Rat
me
King.
the Rat King.
He's a Rat King. He comes with Vernon.
Oh, they come in a 2-pack.
Yeah, they come in a 2-pack because there's an episode of when he turns Vernon into a rat.
I don't remember it. I probably saw it, but I don't remember.
You know, there's a
Wow.
hip hop group called the Rat King.
No, I did not know that.
I'm looking up Rat King, and that's what I thought. See,
That's what came up first. All right.
yeah, there's a rap group called Rat King.
Wow. But yeah, this is pretty good. It's
Yeah,
really good.
they do very good details on the figures. There are other versions of Rat King that I liked a lot too. They did a really good version in the 2012 series.
Which one is the one with the trench coat?
That's the from the later series of TMNT, the 87 cartoon. Oh, the
Okay.
one with the
I like
trench coat, that's from the 2012.
2012. I like that one.
Yeah.
The Dirty Duster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he was a
You
cool
know,
character.
you know, I just think about that in realistic terms. Okay, so they were all in the sewers, and they're all, ain't nobody washing nothing. They must smell terrible.
They
That's
probably
all
do.
I have to say. Turtles must smell awful.
Well, you have videos of them actually taking showers and shit though.
What?
Yeah, like you'll see Mikey with like a bonnet on his head, like trying to protect his weave. I don't fucking know, but he has a bonnet on his head.
But it's just like, in particular, the Rat King. He is a dirty man.
Yeah, he is.
He's just a dirty, dirty, rat-covered man.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Why is he so buff? Is he eating the rat? He can't be eating them.
Nah.
He can't be. What is he eating?
Yeah.
How the hell that man so damn diesel?
Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't know, but yeah, I'll send you the Rat King. Rat King looks good.
They all look good. I mean, if you're trying to collect this, that's good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck with your wallet.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I'm saying I kind of slowed down and like I'll pick them up when I pick them up. I'm not like I need these now and stuff like that. But if they're possibly and they're found, then I'll get them. But I'm not like gonna kill my bank for it, kind of thing. I will find them
Yeah,
eventually.
yeah.
I always have a way of finding them eventually, so
Hmm.
I'm not in a rush. But the Rat King looks dope. NECA does a really good job. So NECA been killing it this year with a lot of their toys. The Toko Razor is probably my favorite toy of 2020. So
Oh, you
um,
know what? All right, all right, all right. Again, referencing the Major Bros, and we did it for the wrestling figures. So, non-wrestling, do you have a top 5 for the year? Because I know you've been collecting.
Toko Razor 100% number one. The
Yeah.
detail, the amount of detail in those figures and how good they fucking look. That's number one. Number two will be just because it's homage to my heart is the Raph and Casey.
Okay. Okay.
I love the trench coat. I like they did a really good job with Casey Jones and he looks really dope. And that was another one. Number three is gonna be another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle NECA one, and that's gonna be the Rock Band.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I love that
That
one.
shouldn't even exist. That's so crazy.
That one's amazing, and that's probably one of my favorite ones as well. Number four, I will say the Lord Draken, the volume, third
Yeah.
version, the box set. That I'll say that
Mhm.
one's number four, and number five. Sadly, the fact that I collect Lightning Collection more than anything, it's not going to be a
Mhm.
Lightning Collection figure.
What?
Um,
Not even one? Not
I,
even Doggy? Well, he was like
well,
last. He
Doggy
was
was
the
like
year
2 years
before,
ago.
right?
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
in the
he's
beginning
old.
series, but
Unfortunately.
I did put Lord Draken, so he's in part of it.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
my last one I'll say will be honestly, will be the crane.
I'll be the cry. Okay.
The crane looks extremely dope and is very detailed, very detail oriented, and I just love the way it looks. So I like Super Shredder too. Shout outs to Super Shredder. Super Shredder looks really dope, but he's just very plain. Like he doesn't have anything else special besides just being a big shredder.
Mm-hmm.
As
Mm-hmm.
in the detail to Toka Razor is like fucking crazy. He even has the donut box and shit. So
Just yeah. If
the massive amount of detail to that. So that's number one definitely.
that's ridiculous.
But I
It
love
really
the
is.
Rock Band turtles. Those Rock Band turtles are so beautiful. As
Dude,
crazy as they look, their two figures are fucking beautiful.
okay, I gotta send you this picture because I didn't know it existed. Apparently, there's an entire set based off of the Alien versus Predator series, including the video game. I didn't know that.
Yes, they are. I've seen
Now
them.
I think I have to buy that
I've seen them.
because that's just like one of those things that is lucky it's not lost to time.
So you just want the Predator stuff, or
No,
just
no, no. I
just
want
the
the
video
three.
game
I want the
stuff?
humans. I want
Yeah,
the girl with the katana, the guy with the metal arm, because that's Schwarzenegger's character,
yeah,
and the two predators from the game. Well,
yeah.
the three, because they had the zombie predator. They had the predator with the alien hybrid from the game. Like they legit went all out to take everything from the game and put it in there. I don't know if they have the weird alien variants though. I only
Um,
see the predators.
they've done a lot of those games, and they also have done Alien figures, so it might be within the Alien stuff.
Okay, okay, okay.
But yeah, they do a lot of cool stuff.
Dude,
Because I remember
I
getting I got in
wish.
Jenkins the RoboCop, the NES RoboCop.
Yeah, okay. I saw it in GameStop once,
Yeah,
and I didn't pick it up. I should have picked it up because I know it was dirt cheap too. I think it was like maybe $10. It was on discount. I think it was.
yeah,
It was the Jason,
yeah,
the NES Jason.
yeah.
I should have just got it
They do
because
a
I was
lot.
just like, I don't like that game like that, but that's still really cool to have something based off the video game like that.
Yeah,
Man,
so that's cool. That is
yeah.
really cool.
All right. I don't know. Shit. Damn it. Just look what you did to me. Look what you did. Damn it.
Oh man, this is how I feel every single time I see something new from NECA.
Ah,
Man, it's like,
I
damn
know.
it.
I
Like,
know.
oh man, like I'm happy that I didn't continue the GI Joe stuff. Like I stopped that really fast. Um, There was some Transformer stuff I wanted to get, but I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna get into that either because that's just gonna open a door of a bunch of other shit.
Yeah.
So Transformers had the Red series, which is our or just pretty much just them not transform. You can't transform them; they're just a regular figure of the character. So they did Optimus Prime, Megatron, and Soundwave for the first wave,
Mhm.
and they look so dope.
I can imagine. And this again is also why I hesitate because of the GI Joes. Like I was so close to buying a bunch of those GI Joes.
Yeah,
So close. I was
yeah.
actually. I'm not even gonna lie to you, Merc. I'm not gonna lie to you. Checking for that BS stimulus, and was like, you know what? I might just spend that on a Power Ranger. You know what I'm saying? On one of those really big ones, those new ones that you
Oh
showed me.
shit! I pre-ordered those. Oh, I'm not crazy.
No, I know.
They're my
I know.
pre-orders. Yeah, I'm excited for those. But then again, I'm just also weary. Like, oh fuck, what am I doing now? But I told myself right now, this year, I'm gonna calm down with I'll buy things, but it's not gonna be like the way I was doing last year. I gotta calm
Yeah,
down and
I
save.
can see
So,
that. I can see that.
but again, I'm not in a rush to complete the series because I actually like to hunt sometimes. So I think there's more I could do with that, and there's ones I want to pick up that are like, I kind of want the NECA Series 1 version of the Turtles
Mm-hmm.
because when they first launched the 2 packs, they launched the Turtles with a villain. Each Turtle came with a villain,
Oh
and they
wow.
had a different color. They were like a little darker, and their shells were yellowish.
So those are just straight up unique.
Yeah, they look like the first episode. Those are the Turtles from the first episode.
Okay.
They kind of changed
Oh,
the colors up a little.
so hold on. So again, they went into detail on the show, and I remember Broski saying like those are the ones they just look like the cartoon.
Yeah,
Because he said like the Playmates original did not look like the cartoon; they look like their own thing.
yeah,
And then they had the ones you're talking about, and he's like, oh, they just look like the cartoon, and
yeah,
that's why I love them.
yeah.
So,
And then
uh,
so now I'm looking at the things I need, and there's a lot. There's
yeah, yeah,
a
yeah.
lot, but I'll find them eventually. I'm not really like I need everything right away, so there's things I can wait for. I
All
got the
right.
main ones though. I got some cool ones.
Okay.
The movie ones I'm complete though.
Damn it! If I'd have known about these AVPs though,
Yeah,
that is quite possibly my favorite beat 'em up of all time. That's not my favorite arcade beat 'em up of all time.
yeah.
Alien versus Predator.
That's a fun one. I was actually playing it. Oh, I before we go into our verdict of Superman 2, I bought this
Mhm.
little handheld called a retro something. I'll tell you right now. It has like emulators. It's a little handheld that plays emulators.
Yeah, I did see the picture you put up. It
Yeah,
looks pretty
so
like
I got that,
it
and I was
looks pretty
playing
like
Alien
small
vs Predator
factory.
on that.
So how's it feel?
It feels cool. It feels like the arcade. It feels like if I was playing on a controller, if it feels like I'm playing on a Game Boy Advance arcade game kind of thing.
Well, so that's a win-win right there.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fun. I was able to play Turtles 1 on it. I was able to play WrestleFest. I played Turtles in Time. I played X-Men. I played. They have a lot of games. They
Yeah,
already have
I
a.
saw the picture you sent me of the X-Men. Yeah.
So I played a lot of the games on there. I'm looking for more games. My friend was showing me how to add games to it, so I'll probably fuck around with that later. But
Mm.
yeah, it's pretty cool. It was only $80, and it has a nice screen. It feels comfortable,
That's the most important thing. Yeah.
and it plays. It has built-in games already.
And so, question: does it have either the storage? Like, is it expandable?
It has a
Or
SD card slot. It comes with an SD card slot.
so you could just do whatever you. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, so it's cool. It was nice. I like my coworker got it first, and I was playing around with it. I was like, damn, this is actually pretty cool. So I was like, yeah, I gotta get me one. And they send it all the way from Hong Kong.
Wow.
Yep.
How long did it take?
2 weeks.
Not bad. Not bad.
I'll put the link up so if you guys are interested in checking it out, it looks pretty cool. They have other colors. I got the NES looking color, so that's the one I got for. But they have a
Mhm.
Super Nintendo looking color. They have a game. Well, my friend has a GameCube one, which is like the purple and gray. They have a PS2 looking one, a PS1 looking one. So yeah, et cetera, et cetera.
Got you. Got you.
So it's cool, and you can actually get N64 games. You can get Dreamcast games. You could get Genesis games, Super Nintendo, Famicom, Super Famicom. There's a lot of stuff on there. There's this random Jackie Chan game. I don't know what it came out for, but he has a big ass head in it.
Oh wait, that's the PlayStation game.
Yeah, it is.
It?
No,
Stuntmaster?
no, it's like a 2D. It's like a 2D scroller, and Jackie
Okay.
Chan just has a big ass head.
Okay. Okay. Hmm.
So
I don't remember an NES or Super Nintendo style. I'm gonna look that up. Anyway, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
Glad it plays well. That's one of the things that I worry about. Some of them, they don't feel like the feel of the system is like, this feels cheap or
Yeah.
something's not great. So it's good to hear that it actually feels good to use. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it was a fun game. I really enjoyed it.
All right. So let's do the damn thing. We can get to the verdict of Superman 2 this week.
Yep. Yeah, Superman 2.
Hilarious.
This was this movie did some weird shit.
It does.
It was a lot of weird shit in this movie. Like I don't remember a lot of this weird shit. Like the fucking just throwing the chess piece at the dude, just like no fuck. That made me laugh.
There's so many little hilarious things that happen in this movie. When Zod is blowing, and Zod and Ursa are blowing the wind in the city.
Yeah.
Listen to what the pedestrians are saying. Yo, they say some funny shit. When they beat up Superman, you hear a guy go, when all the mob, when they think he lost, and they want to go get him, there's a guy that goes, I know judo. I know a little bit of judo. And I was just like, oh my god, he did not just say that. Oh. And then there's a part where there's like people getting blown around on the street.
Yeah.
And then there's a guy and a girl, like I guess like a couple or whatever, coming out, I think of a salon or something.
Yeah.
Or they're standing in front of a salon. And then you hear the girl, her wig comes off and she screams, my hair. And the guy's wig comes off and he says, what are you talking about? My hair.
Yeah.
Yo, this movie's hilarious. Like it is full of that. So this is Superman 2, 1980. Yep. So it's like the same year as Flash Gordon. So there you go. It is 2 hours and 7 minutes. Obviously, it's a little bit shorter than that because the credits are hella long.
Yeah.
And it debuted June 19th, 1981 in USA. So why does it say 1980? What does that mean? I don't understand. IMDb, get your shit together. How you give me two different dates?
I don't know.
Did it debut? I don't think the Chinese market was a thing back then, right? For movies and stuff, because nowadays I get it, but anyway. The major stars of this movie is, and I meant to tell you this one. I didn't notice it in the last one. I noticed it in this one. Top billing, Gene Hackman.
Gene Hackman, yeah.
Before Christopher Reeve. That just in order of the stars, man. Gene Hackman. Scott Simon does not like this one. Shut up. How dare he?
Yeah, Gene Hackman did his thing.
So yeah, Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor, Christopher Reeve once again, Superman and Clark Kent, Ned Beatty as Otis. God, he's so funny. Not as much Otis in this movie, but he's still pretty funny.
He just left his ass in jail. Fucked up.
Yeah. You right.
I'm like, damn, son. He went through back for June. You just left his ass.
Yes. Yo, when they were trying to escape and they got caught they didn't get caught, but they were under the searchlight.
Yeah.
And he said, stay still, and Otis did the bunny ears because he looked up and saw the shadow. Come on, man. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Margaret Kidder, Lois Lane.
Yeah, she's back.
We had
Jackie Cooper as Perry White. Sarah Douglas.
Yeah.
New person as Ursa. Jack O'Halloran as Nan. I believe that's the big one, the
The
quiet
big
one.
dude. Yeah.
Is that Jaws? Is that
Uh,
the same actor as Jaws?
I think it was. I'm not. You know what? I don't know.
Because let me look, because IMDb should give you that. But like, I seriously believe that was Jaws. I don't think so.
For all my
I'm looking
love.
through his IMDb. I see no James Bond movies.
No, I don't think
Not
he was in
Jaws.
it. No, he was not.
Wow, different dude. Okay, okay. Now I know.
Yeah, he was not in
Um,
Jaws.
we have Valerie Perrine. She's back as Eve Tessmacher for
Yep.
a small little cameo. She
Yeah.
helps out Lex. Uh, and I think that's about it for the major characters. I mean, E.G. Marshall as the president.
Yeah. Terrence
Mark
Stamp
McClure as Jimmy Olsen, excuse me. Terrence Stamp, yes, as
as
General
General
Zod.
Zod. Yeah.
That's about all the major
And
characters. Yeah,
Sarah Douglas as Ursula,
yeah,
which is the
I got
female.
her. She's
Yeah.
good. Um,
She made me
so
laugh.
they all made me laugh.
Yeah.
This movie, I swear, I don't think it was, but it should be billed as a comedy, action, as like a action comedy or something, because it's just nonstop quips by everybody. Like the side characters are some of the funniest thing. The part with the sheriff and the deputy,
Yeah.
it had me dying.
Yeah, they did a lot of weird shit. Like this movie was a full of weird shit. I know for a fact that there's a Richard Donner cut of this movie
Hmm.
because what this was supposed to be the ending of. So this movie was supposed to be a trilogy. It was
I
supposed to be within this, and then the script of Superman Returns was the third part of this movie.
So interesting thing when you told me about that. In the credits to this movie, you see Superman 3. It says we will return in Superman 3, like
Yeah,
right away.
yeah,
I was like, damn, they already built for the sequel? Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so there was a lot of weird stuff for this movie because there was supposed to be an ending, which was supposed to be Superman 3, Superman Returns. That was the script for Superman 3, but that
Mm.
didn't happen till years gone. But there was supposed to be a way of doing that. So the Superman Returns is supposed to be a successor to this movie.
Mm.
Because then Superman 3 goes into a weird place, and Superman 4 goes into a weird place, and then they're under different writers, different directors, and all that stuff. So this one also had a different director than Richard Donner. This Richard Donner did the first movie and then wrote the script for this one.
Well, it says Richard Lester is the director,
Yeah,
and Donner's uncredited, but apparently he did work on the movie.
yeah,
So,
he wrote the script.
well, he's a lot
Yeah,
involved in this one,
yeah,
apparently.
exactly.
So, yeah. Siegel and Schuster are the main credits for the writers for this one.
Yeah,
So, which is interesting. Um, aren't they like the original Superman?
yeah,
And they wrote they have top billing on credits for this movie.
yeah,
I didn't notice the last one if it was the same thing,
yeah,
but it's not like we're just giving them a nod because they're the creators. Like it's like no, they have writing credits.
yeah.
That's interesting. Uh,
They also like Richard Donner actually comes back and he co-wrote a Superman story with Jeff Johns as well.
do you know how far down the line that
Maybe
is?
like 15 years ago, like 10 years
Wow,
ago, 15 years ago. Yeah,
that's very recent. Okay,
it was like a relaunch of Superman, and he co-wrote it.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So yeah, this movie was fun. It was weird. It was just a really weird fucking movie. Like there was a lot of things that just had me scratching my head, but I actually enjoyed it. It was just a lot more fun. It was a lot more fun than the. I'll say it was a lot more fun. I will say the first one was better structured, but this one was just a
Mhm.
lot more fun.
I agree. I agree.
Like
It's
this
not to
one,
say this.
yeah,
I was gonna say it's not to say that this one is like all over the place because it does have a coherent story and whatnot, but like some of the stuff that goes on is just wacky.
yeah. Like this movie just didn't take itself seriously. That's what I mean by it. It
Mm.
was a lot of wacky shit, a lot of weird shit, like the whole like diner fight, and then him coming back later on and getting revenge on the dude. Like Superman getting revenge on somebody. What the fuck you doing?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
things like that.
yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, it
That's
was like
crazy. Yeah.
there was a lot of fun stuff in this movie. This movie was more entertaining than the first. I'll say that clearly. Like
Yeah.
it was
This is
not
my
less.
favorite.
Yeah, it was
This
a
is
lot
my
less
favorite
dry
of the
spots.
four. Excuse me.
What you said?
I said this is my favorite of the four.
Yes.
Like a OG Superman, Christopher Reeve movies. This is
Yeah.
my favorite one.
Yeah. Same here. I think the characters all did their part. I think the villains, the fact that he had super villains that actually matched strength with him, made
Mhm.
sense. And it was actually one of the first things. This is one thing that everyone fucking talks about when they have a Superman movie. They want someone as strong as he is to fight,
Yes,
not heavy lifting.
definitely. And to its credit, Man of Steel tried, but it just got certain
Yeah,
key things so wrong.
yeah,
That's the thing. Like you can see, like, here's the thing that I can very much see is that this movie is the guideline that they used for Man of Steel.
yeah,
You can see it.
yeah,
They this movie, I forgot that this movie actually recaps the origin like in the first 10 minutes. Well, not 10, it's like 5 and like a montage of everything.
yeah. I love that.
I forgot about that. And it's like it's very clear from beginning to the end of Krypton to how he got to Earth and everything from him, the Kents finding him being like found in the field, the little boy lifting up the truck, and to him being the running against a train, him being Clark Kent and going to the Daily Bugle for the first time. Like there's a lot of they give you the Superman story
Yeah,
right in the beginning, and it doesn't like okay, so you know that feeling that a lot of people get when specifically Spider-Man,
yeah,
where they always say, well, you can't make a new Spider-Man without telling the origin again.
yeah,
And it's like, yeah, you could, but if you did it this way, that's an elegant way to do it.
yeah,
It's because when you have a timeless character like Superman, you know the key points already.
yeah,
And then when you hit the key points in film form in the way they did, and just kind of like credit to the first movie, because that's one of the things I really gave the first movie credit, was they went hard on the origin.
yeah,
Like I forgot that they showed Krypton blow the fuck up.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like all that stuff, the ship, everything. And so they basically had footage to string together to form a very cohesive like origin story without even saying anything before everything just kicks off in this movie. And like I got to give props to that because like that's kind of one of the things you worry about in a superhero movie. It's like,
yeah,
you know, do you want to tell the origin again like Batman? Do you want to?
yeah,
Do you have to show Martha and what's the father's name? Thomas get shot again in a little, the Zorro movie and the pearl snatches and the gunshot? Do
yeah,
you do that?
yeah,
And it's like if you've done the work to make it visually like I don't want to say appealing,
yeah,
but like if I show you the first 10 minutes of this movie, you know who Superman is.
yeah,
Damn. Yeah. So like
100%.
you don't have to go through a whole long thing to do it. You just got to do the right key points, and like you can hit it, get it done, and then you go right off into Clark Kent in the office, terrorist attack. Very timely. I forgot about that, but
Yeah,
terrorist attack in France. Um and it's kind of like bananas how nuts they were willing to go. You realize the terrorists had a hydrogen bomb.
yeah,
And at first they go and make you believe that did they really have a hydrogen bomb? And then Lois is like, did you say hydrogen bomb? I'm gonna find that out. And she's crazy.
yeah,
That's all I gotta say. She's crazy. Because what she does to like get the scoop on the story, but then you hear her motivation. She's saying, Nobel Prize.
yeah,
Nobel Prize. When she's on the elevator, I couldn't do what she did.
yeah,
I'm sorry. The way she like, stuck on the bottom of the elevator in the beginning,
yeah,
that's crazy. That's nuts. But she did it for the scoop, right?
yeah,
That's kind of like, and so you think about like why would Superman be interested in this one woman? Is just kind of you think about she's going to lengths for her profession, which is like kind of a noble thing because she's a reporter, so she's doing something that's pretty much is beneficial to the world, like what
Yeah.
she does, right? So, of course, Superman would at least uh admire her for what she does.
Yeah.
So that kind of puts her head and shoulders above most other people. Like you would you ride in the bottom of an elevator up the damn Eiffel Tower that you find out has a fucking hydrogen bomb in it? I wouldn't. Nah, I ain't going. Lois Lane did it.
Yeah,
More
Lois is
power to her.
crazy. Lois is crazy. She tried to kill herself to prove Superman that he's Superman.
Yeah,
Threw
yeah.
herself in the
There's
water.
that. But you know what? That whole
Yeah,
scene where she sees him without the glasses on is just like, wait a second,
yeah,
that's Superman.
yeah. I
It
you
just
know
was
what?
like
She didn't play dumb. She's like, and you also got to realize she is a reporter. She sees the bullshit in a lot of things too.
she even says it to
Yeah,
herself. She said, "I tried to play dumb," and was like, "No, but no, it can't be a coincidence." It's just like, yeah, yeah. I mean, when you're that close to the person, like, yeah, you kind of could just tell.
yeah,
So there's a lot of like little touches and things like that make this movie like really stand out as like standing the test of time as a movie in general.
yeah,
Like you can watch it, you could try to poke holes in a lot of stuff, but it really like it it does its homework. It doesn't. It's not all over the place. It's not like written poorly. It's just like, yeah, you can see how you get from A to B to C right
yeah.
away. Like, all right, okay.
So yeah, it was good, and the villains were good. I liked Zod and his two lackeys. They're fun. The arm wrestling match had me laughing, and just how she just walked casually and fucked people up. It was funny. The dude was just doofy. The big one.
The big one, I
He just
love
did
it.
some
Yeah.
doofy shit.
hmm But I don't know what animal he's supposed to sound like. At points he sounds like a dog. At
Yeah,
points he sounds like a lion.
yeah,
Sometimes they have him sound like a cat when he like in little like the funnier segments when he's like questioning things. He makes like a cat sound.
yeah,
And I'm just like, what is this guy? This is hilarious. This
yeah,
this this makes no sense, but I'm all in. Uh, my favorite part of the movie was kind of just when they were going on a rampage. Like that
yeah,
was like some of the most fun stuff in the movie.
yeah.
Was just these people just messing everything up and
Mm,
not giving a damn. And
yeah,
Zod just, I like how Zod would make that there we go again face when the other two would act up
yeah,
because it just gives him personality
yeah,
and it didn't make him this. One of the things I have a problem with about like modern day superhero villains is that they really don't have any type of humanity to them.
yeah,
They're just like evil.
yeah,
And it's like, damn, y'all, like not nobody's like that because when you're human, in some way, shape, or form, you're kind of a human being, right? You have some type of personality to you. You're
yeah,
not just everybody's gotta bow down to me. But he also sees things that it makes him go, oh, that's stupid.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, why you gotta do this? You know what I mean? Like he almost seems like the father. And
yeah,
he had two angry teenage children with him. That's kind of what it feels like. So
yeah. That's
yeah,
fun.
like just a good ass movie, man. Very very fun.
Yeah, it was good. I really enjoyed it. I did the villains too, and I did like the like even Lex Luthor in the ending.
Mhm.
In the Fortress of Solitude, kind of like still betraying him, but also he knew he was gonna betray him, so it worked in Superman's favor, and he blocked himself and making him human, and then
Yeah.
just threw them in a hole.
They didn't even explain where they go.
I
Are
don't
they,
know.
they
They froze and
damn
died.
just dead?
I'm guessing they're in the Arctic, so they're probably frozen and dead,
Yeah, I guess so because
or
they don't
just
have the
frozen.
powers to survive, right?
Exactly, or just frozen. But yeah, I liked I liked it as part. I actually thought it was cool. The whole throwing the chess piece at the dude just was funny as hell because I think of that and I think about what was it in Family Guy. And they did it. He's like, what was that? Like, oh yeah, I got that too. You want to do it again? That shit had me rolling.
Oh,
Um,
man.
for pure entertainment, I like this movie more. Like again, I said like Superman 1 was a bit more structured, but this one just was fun, and I had a lot of fun watching this. So this is gonna be the first 5 of the countdown.
You know what? You know what, Merc? It's gonna be the number one.
Yeah.
Superman 2 is the number one. I'll give it a 5 as well.
Yes. Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. The list is gonna go change. Is gonna go change dramatically throughout the time that we'll be watching it. But right now, Superman 2 was a better movie than Superman 1 and Flash Gordon. So, and we give this a 5. I wrote down the numbers of ratings now, so it was easier.
Okay.
So, next week, I have no clue what the fuck we're watching, but I've never seen it before. Is Condor Man.
I have high hopes.
So hopefully, there's 2 movies we could get. We could get a fun movie, or we could get Alone in the Dark. So it's like one of the 2.
Ooh.
So we've seen the worst of worst. So there's bad movies that could be watched in this time. So we'll see where it goes. But Condor
Not
Man.
this early. Not this early in the countdown. Come on, Merc. Don't jinx it like that.
I'm hoping that is not, but that's not the case. I've never seen.
I will point out one cool thing.
Yeah.
Is that the IMDb rating on this is 6.8, but the thing I see on the side, the Metacritic score is at 83, so that's pretty high.
Yeah.
A lot of people like this movie.
So we have Condor Man, Legend of the Lone Ranger, Superman 3, and then Supergirl.
Oh, Supergirl.
That one's terrible too. Damn. So I guess we see the previews of some of the last place movies.
Yeah, I guess so, right? Can't stay at the top all the time, right?
They can't all be bangers. I didn't like Superman 3 at all either.
There were parts of that
That's
movie
when he killed the hooker.
That's the one where he got drunk, right?
Yeah, he killed the hooker.
And that's the one where it's like the clone Superman or something. There's another Superman.
Yeah, it was something like weird shit like that.
Yeah, there's some parts of that one I like. I like the fight in the junkyard.
Okay.
That part I know I like.
So we have a really interesting list of movies within the 80s. And then when it gets to the 90s, it gets a bit more like known. Most of these movies are known. Like, I have never seen Condor Man, so this is going to be the first time watching it. And
yeah. I've never seen Supergirl. I know it's bad, but I've never seen it.
I've seen Supergirl maybe once when I was younger, or maybe twice. I've seen it twice, probably. Legends of the Lone Ranger is not bad of a movie. I've seen it before. That's where they based the Johnny Depp and I forgot the other guy's movie on.
Okay. Gotcha.
We have Toxic Avenger, Xena, the Queen of the Jungle, Weird Science, Howard the Duck, Master of the Universe, RoboCop.
Yeah, can't wait for that.
Yeah. Howard the Duck. I love that movie.
I don't remember it too much.
No, it's weird. It's a weird movie, but yeah. I guess that'll be it.
Yep. Man, thank you for listening to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. Make sure you check us out anywhere and everywhere. Red Cyclone Inc. That is SoundCloud. That is YouTube. That is Spotify. Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, and WordPress. And don't forget the Red Cyclone Inc. Facebook group.
Yep.
Check it out. Where you at, Mark?
Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, YouTube, Twitch TV, SoundCloud, all Mark with the Mic. Follow the Facebook pages, Wrestling Babble, and the Wrestling pages. We're very active on there. Follow our other casts on Spotify. They're all on there, but also on SoundCloud. Shell Shock, the Morphin Cast, the Gamer Rage Podcast, and the Morphin Cast. Check all those out. We do a lot of content on that as well, as in the Guest Better Ashford podcast and the Wrestling Babble that we do every week. That's about it.
Thank you for listening.
And
now make sure you don't forget about the Jinkies.
The Jinkies and his sandwiches.
Jinkies for WrestleMania.
Jinkies for WrestleMania.
Number 30.
He's gonna come in number 30 with his sandwiches. He's gonna throw blimpy sandwiches at people.
He's gonna come in like Hacksaw Jim Duggan, swinging the sandwich up and down.
Just
like
like the 1 6-foot sub.
Yeah. Oh, that's even better.
It's gonna be like one wet 6-foot sub. Like it has all like the wet ingredients in it, so it's heavy.
And it's just flopping all over the place, just
There
making
you
a
go.
mess.
There you
Just
go.
making a mess.
And it's strategy because he's gonna slip them out the top of the ring.
No, he just goes in, gets thrown right out, takes his sandwich, and walks back up.
Well, he does like the this is the fuck wasn't it the Italian dude Santino.
Oh, Santino spot. Yeah.
He ran in and ran out. Anyway.
Yep.
All right. Peace out. Laters. And again, follow the Jinkies.
Sandwiches. You got those.